نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So what is worship? What does Ibadah mean? Ibadah means to spend our lives in such a way that we are obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at all times. It is not just being obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala while we are offering salah. We also obey Him and we are aware of Him at all times. Doesn't matter what we are doing. We might just be cleaning our house, writing something down, but we are aware that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is watching us. We have taqwa. We do not do something that He has asked us to refrain from. Yes, when we are in salah and when we are communicating with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, our taqwa is at a higher level. But when we are doing other things, we still have our taqwa, but it is slightly on a lesser level. It is like a same color but different shades. In the salah it is intense, but after it might become a little dimmer, but it is the same color. It doesn't change. This kind of ibadah, this obedience, it is a little hard for us because there are so many things that affect us. We are living in this world. We are not alone here. We have so many other people who divert us. And let alone others, we have our own nafs, our own desires, and our own forgetfulness. And these things, they stop us from being in obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Saying La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah is very easy. But living our lives according to it is very hard. And that is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made certain deeds obligatory upon us. To remove the forgetfulness that we have, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has prescribed salat for us. That 5 times a day we stop our deeds, we stop whatever we are doing in this world, may it be some worldly things or may it be the work of the deen. But still, we stop it and go and communicate with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we renew our pact that we worship Him and we acknowledge that we have been made to worship Him. Then next comes the desires. To control our desires, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to keep fasts. Fasting helps us to control our desires. It not only controls what we eat and what we drink, but we are aware of each and everything that comes out of our mouth, what we are doing. While we are fasting, some things which are halal for us otherwise are made haram while in the fast. So this will help us to control our desires at other times when we want to pursue them, but due to taqwa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we control our desires. And then the next thing, the third thing that has an impact on our worship and on our obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it is the love of this wealth, which is actually the love of this dunya. To get rid of the love of this dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has commanded us to pay zakah, which means that we purify our wealth. We not only purify our wealth, but our heart too. We take out the greediness we have from inside of us. Then comes the Hajj. The Hajj is a collection of all of these things. It has the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also, just like Salah does, and it has spending, just like we have to spend when we give zakah. And then we have ihram, which has the conditions just like the fasting has. So these things together, they are a blessing from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help us fulfill the reason of our creation, the sole purpose for which we were created. These deeds help us to remember it and to stay focused on it. What was it? Like Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Zariyat, it is وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, that I have not created the jinn kind and the mankind except that they may worship me. So these deeds are a blessing for us from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to remember Him and to worship Him and to be obedient to Him constantly. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept our ibadah and may He grant barakah in whatever we have. سبحانك اللهم بحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. Assalamualaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.